Hello, my hearties. A very good evening to you and a very warm welcome to our live stream. How amazing is that? Now, nothing gets past me, of course, and I thought I'll pop up and just see what's happening. So here we are. I say to you, how good is that? Dinky-Doo. You're watching Scottie McClue, the first lord of the internet. Hashtag floaty, all uppercase. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 that we are live and come and join us for a bit of chit chat. Good evening, Scotty, says the wonderful Alan McGee. Good evening, Alan. Alan, I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed our chat on Saturday Night Live on the phone in. I thought that was amazing. So lovely to have you with us. So you can come on and chat anytime. You're looking good, Scotty. I thank you. You're very kind. Cool jumper, Scotty. Well, it's all for you guys. I think we need to spread a little bit of festive cheer because everybody's having such a tough time. So there you are. Dinky-Doo, Scotty. Merry Christmas to you. Lovely to have you with us. And a big Dinky-Doo to you, I say to you. How's Scotty? How's you're on the good list for Monday? Oh, yes. Santa here, yes, has endorsed the jumper. How marvelous is that? Lots and lots of you joining us. This is absolutely beautiful. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. The McClue is live. Spread the word and share. I say to you. Now then, where is the bonnet? Well, the bonnet is here, Alan. I always have the bonnet ready in case we need to do a quick change. I'm a quick change artist from my pantomime days, so I can swap bonnets in the twinkling of an eye, in a heartbeat, I say to you. So there we are. So the bonnet's here. Do you happen to be Glaswegian? George, I think I happen to be. I'm originally Grenokian, and then I happen to be a Maryhillian, and that's sort of Glaswegian, you know what I mean? So there you are. So I do happen to be. What do you happen to be, George? I think we should be told, I say to you. So there we are. Evening, Scotty, says the wonderful Thomas Stevenson. Good evening, Tom. Lovely to have you with us. Shout out to Chef Paul and his sweet samosas, apple and pear. Stop! It sounds fabulous. We love it. I'm from Yorkshire, just north of Leeds. Aye, George. Used to work in Yorkshire myself, I were down in Sheffield, and I were in Leeds, I were in Hull, and I with a right laugh, so we did in Yorkshire, lovely, fantastic. Barnsley as well. Murray O'Donnell, what are you doing? Merry Christmas, Scotty. Mere power to ye. Murray O'Donnell is the kindest and most generous man in the world, and I think he's given McClue half his income. Do you remember the days when churches used to ask for a tithe, a tenth of your income? Well, I think Murray's given me half of his over the piece. Murray, thank you so much. Murray's just put £20 into the YouTube channel by tapping the dollar bill at the bottom of the super chat. Now, that's way above and beyond any requirements. Who sent me sunglasses? Whoa! Oh, so bright. There we are. Dinky-Doo, thank you to my gifters. Evening, Scotty, Dinky-Doo, George. You're very, very kind, Leeds, and all Leeds as well. Round A. Absolutely round A. And up with Leeds United. Yes, and Yorkshire Television. I think it's whoa, hat and mustache. What's going on? An average good evening, Scotty. David Taylor, a very, very good evening to you. And I send you strength and I send you love. I mean that in a very manly way, of course, Absolutely. Even my good friend, Murray O'Donnell, I don't know what to say, Murray, apart from thank you. You're so very, very kind, and that's the Christmas jumper sorted, Absolutely. I meant to say I am from Glasgow. Oh, got you, got you now. Absolutely, Dinky-Doo. If you've just joined us on the YouTube channel, please tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. There's no point in me being up if we haven't told everyone. So send a wee message to everyone in your boxes and say, are you watching Scottie McClue? He's live on the TikTok at Scottie McClue, and he's live on the YouTube at youtube.com/Scottie McClue. Scottie, I love you. You are very, very kind, Isla. Thank you. Grow a beard, you'd make a good Santa. George, flick back some of the TikTok videos and you will see my Santa beard. And I've been in huge demand this year for Santa. I didn't have the beard, but the Santa beard, you will be impressed. How kind, Murray, says David. David is so kind. JC, I need £20 to get some breakfast tomorrow. JC, it will come. Yes, I can tell you, it will come. So there we are. And where are you from? And work out if you can even do breakfast cheaper. I used to say, now hang on a minute, I think I could do this a bit cheaper. Lovely Scottish accent. I've just seen Mum and Dad in here. Lindsay, you're so very kind. I don't really think I've got an accent. I just speak this way. Some comments in the live have been filtered to protect the community's experience. I so love that because it means all the wee trolls and the haters have been booted down the swanny. That's what it's all about, I'll say to you. Murray, I need an update on your news. I cannot have you being as generous as that and not telling us what's happening in the woodshed. And have you got enough logs in for Crimbo? See what I just did there. Oh, yes. Yes, I met an unemployed jester yesterday. I mean, he was nobody's fool. I'll tell you that. Good evening, everybody. Dinky-Doo. Just do you think the poo bag has replaced the glue bag? Roger, I've seen very, very few Scots sniffing poo bags in the park, I can tell you. So there we are. So I'm not convinced, I say to you. Central Station looks the same as it did 40 years ago. Well, Lindsay, yes, but it's very nice and neat. Very, very clean. And where I used to work, the cleaner would come in when I was reading stuff and that, and I would automatically lift my feet. And one night I'd been out to dinner in Glasgow, and I was sitting in the Central Station, and the cleaner came round sweeping. And I lifted my feet, and he said to me, "We don't do feet." And I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I said it was an automatic reaction. Evening from Perth. We love you in Perth. And thanks very much. Is there 7 of you in Perth? And the inches, are you in the inches? Hello, Scottie. Merry Christmas. Do you like mince pies? I don't like them. I love them. Yes! Dinky-Doo, I see what you just did there. That was fantastic. Evening from Glasgow. Oh, the Glasgow banter. Oh, the banter. Where do we start? I say to you, where would we be in Glasgow without humour? Edinburgh. Oh, only joking, Edinburgh. I know you have your own humour. You would need a sense of humour to stay in Edinburgh, wouldn't you? There we are. Oh, it's David Dinky-Doo. David Dinky-Doo. How lovely to have you with us, I say to you. As a man of the Midlands, which Scottish town would you recommend visiting, Mr. Scottie? Oh, I think all of them, really. But there's some beautiful places. Well, Glasgow, obviously. That goes without saying, but I did say it. And Edinburgh, you know, don't take me too seriously. There's a very bonny part of the world, the Athens of the North. And we've just got ourselves a new city, Dunfermline. Now, I think Dunfermline should always have been a city. You need a cathedral to have a city. It's got an abbey. I think Paisley is now a city. Am I right? I used to work in Paisley. Aha! You would be in England, JT Vasquez. Where would we be without humour? You'd be in England. That wasn't me. That was me. You know, that was JC. I point the finger. I point the finger. I say, Merry Christmas, Dinky-Doo. Lawrence, lovely to have you with us. Bonjour, Scottie. Joyeux Noël. Christoire. Je regrette, mais je ne parle pas français très vite. Si tu parles lentement, peut-être je comprends. And joyeux Noël. Yes, and joyeux Noël. Fantastic. We love that. You used to work. Did I, Ben? My goodness me. Is the Hogmanay Bash on live this year? All Elite, yes, Scooby-Doo. I would say GWWP, God willing, weather permitting. Scotty, are you leaving a sherry out for Rudolph and a carrot for Santa? Yes, I am, but I realize why we only see Santa once a year. Because if you think about it, if he has a mince pie and a sherry in every house, you're not going to see him for a good while anyway. You know? All the best, Scotty. DINKY-DOO username. How lovely to have you with us. And a massive, massive DINKY-DOO to you, I say to you. The carrot is up his Miss Pie. Yes, indeed. We love all that. And there's JD, DINKY-DOO JD. And he says, Feliz Navidad. Now, what's that, JD? What language are we talking for a felicitous nativity? He would be with so many drink driving charges. Yes. I mean, yes, absolutely. I don't know if I told you the story. There was a gentleman had stopped, a proper gentleman, and he was in one of these beautiful big old Rolls Royces, and I think the color was, now what would it be? Walnut over almond. That sort of light brown over the darker brown Rolls Royce, and it was parked in the lane, and the gentleman was attending to a call of nature, and the police stopped, and they called him over, and they said, excuse me, can we talk to you? And I said, yes, of course. And they said, have you been drinking? I said, I haven't, dude. And they said, and what have you had? Is that I have a very fine bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon, and I have a large brandy. And he said, well, I think we're going to breathalyze you. He said, why, do you not believe me? And he said, no, but we will have to. He said, do you have a driving license? I said, no, I don't have a driving license. I had one a long time ago. I don't have one. I see. Do you have insurance? Well, if I don't have a license, there's not much point in having insurance. He said, well, this is true. He said, I think we're going to have to throw the book at you. So he said it was a sergeant and a constable, he said, Constable, you go back and take his car and I'll run him into the station. So he said, fair enough. So guy gets in the back, this is very kind of him, very comfortable. And off they went to the police station. The young constable walked back to the big Rolls Royce, and there at the wheel was the chauffeur. And he said, can you give me a lift to the police station? The chauffeur said, no, I have to go. I have to follow. Sober as a judge. What will you have for Christmas dinner? Well, yesterday I bought sprouts because I adore sprouts. And the whole thing is that if you leave it too late, they've usually gone, you see. It's like, the sprout, all away, sorry about that. And then they call you mate. Have you ever been called mate by people? I love it when you act drunk, said David. Was that all right, David? Was that quite good? You aren't defined, says Adrian. Oh, Adrian, I'm defined. Yes, as long as I don't get fined. Guinness and sprouts, top priority, says Bucket Heat. Maintain the union, no surrender. Well, no, we surrendered at Brexit, so you can forget that. So there's no point in shouting no surrender when we've surrendered. Hands up, come out of Europe. So I think it's now time for us to, I think it's us to go independent or to keep our own money and perhaps maybe go back into the EU. But the EU's changed as well. See, things have changed. The elites are trying to pull a fast one. That's the problem we've got nowadays. It's not all about the people. Boo, says Ryan. Ryan, we never boo on here. We never do that. We are very, very fine, upstanding people. Guys, I've uploaded lots of new videos to the TikTok, and I've also uploaded lots of new videos to the YouTube channel. Now, if you're a TikToker, the YouTube URL is on my bio on TikTok. give it a tap, go and subscribe, come back. Because subscribers are like gold dust on the YouTube channel. So there are. Do you like the Christmas song in the Italian donkey? I'll tell you what I used to like. Somebody remember a song that went, little donkey, carry Mary safely on her way. Somebody know who sang it? We need London, Scotty. What do we need London for, Smithy? Eh? London needs Scotland. You've had your head stuffed with nonsense. Scotland subsidises London. Thatcher robbed Scotland blind and took all the money to London. So we need reparation of damages for Scotland, and we need to do up Linlithgow Palace, which was sacked the night before Culloden. Hi, Susan Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us. So good. Thank you again to the wonderful Murray O'Donnell for his kindness. And what have we got here? We need Scotty to visit us in Birmingham. Yes, and you to take over the radio. Only if you need... What's that? I don't know what that one is, Longshanks. I don't know who sung it, but I mind singing it in primary school, Little Donkey. It was a lovely couple called Nina and Frederick. I'm not sure if they're still about, but Nina and Frederick. And they sang this, and it was absolutely lovely. How are you? Excellent. So lovely to have you with us. Guys, if you've just joined us and you're wondering what on earth's happening, you're watching Scottie McClue. And we're live just for you, saying Dinky-Doo. Yes, I thought we'll pop up and say hi. Has Christmas lost its true meaning, bowing down to commercialization? Well, all elite Scooby-Doo, I'm rather worried that the commercialization, that the businesses got robbed during the pandemic. And that worries me, you know, the pandemic, and nobody was allowed to go out. Gracie Fields sang Little Donkey. Did she sing that one, though? Do you remember the Gorbles? Yes, I do. And do you know what I saw the other day? A lovely video of the barracks in Maryhill coming down. Now, I stayed round the corner from the barracks. Scotty, is that you on your jumper? That's me. Self-portrait. Yes, all printed. Cavendish Street. Yes, indeed. So there we are. Dinky-Doo, I say to you. Now, Charlie, we're not wanting any comments like that, or you'll be getting a ban. I tell you. Oh, Sarah, what a lovely thing to say. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones. Jay. Yes, the white Christmas, Bing Crosby. We like that. I'll tell you another movie that used to be on at Christmas, Bridge Over the River Kwai. There was nothing Christmassy about it. Pardon me, but it was a big Christmas movie. Zaz says, I love you, Scotty. You're very kind. I say to you, is that I'm local. The stench from media doesn't replicate our manoeuvres. You've lost me there, Adrian. Nat King Cole sang a Christmas song. Oh, Nat King Cole, fantastic. Fantastic. I'm fine, Susan. I'm shellaxing. Good one, David. Good to hear you. Tom Phillips has just joined us. Dinky-Doo la la from Belfast in Northern Ireland. There we are. Have I been naughty or nice? Oh, I'm sure you've been extremely nice. I can't see you being naughty. Do you like the bonnet tonight? There we are. And my tassel. Which side is the tassel bed? Is it better like that? This is like being at the optician's. Or is it better like that? Once again, is it better like that or better like that? Which one do we like? Good to hear from you, Lala. You too, Tom. Always lovely to hear from you, I say to you. Santa's the only man that's never seen The Great Escape. No, he won't, Jay, because he'll be travelling. But nowadays, if the reindeer know their way, and he's got elves, you see, just for his safety. Elf and safety, isn't it? Elf and safety. And he's got his elves for safety. And he might be able to nowadays have a screen in his sleigh, and that would be sleigh. See what I just did there? Oh! Better second way around. Well, which is second way around? Is that first way around? And that second way. Is that better, guys? Is that more Christmassy? Lol, brilliant. Did you like that with Jay? That's what I think, because I was a friend picked me up once in a very posh new car, and there was a telly in it. Now, he couldn't watch the telly, but there was a telly in the car, and some cars have a telly in the back of the front seats in the back. I mean, what are we getting? And this guy's telly doubled up as a monitor for reversing. So as reversing, it was like a truck. Beep, 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 beep. And he's watching this monitor to see the parking space. No, the other way. Is it the other way, guys? Oh! What do you think? I don't know. Yes, I'm kind of in two minds, at least. I tell you, no trains or buses tomorrow, Scottie. In Belfast, why are they doing this to you, Tom? I say to you, that's better. You're looking very festive, sir. Proud of you. Well, I put it on because, we're guests in people's houses. People are having a very tough time. So I don't think it's too much to ask for McClue to pop on a Christmas jumper and his Christmas bonnet and just bring a bit of good cheer. Scottie boy, you're after nut. Brilliant, Chris. Excuse me, takes one to know one. So if I'm aff my nut, then you're aff yours. See what I just did there? I tell you, I phoned up for a takeaway the other day, said to the man, do you do liver? He said, no, we just do lamb, chicken, and fish. Do you do liver? Do you deliver? Hello, do you deliver? I phoned the pizza shop and it says, hi, National Pizzas, Mark speaking. How can I help? I said, Mark, have a guess. You're not saying you wouldn't have a rear light cluster for a Mark 1 Ford Cortina, are you? You're phoning the pizza shop. I love the tiara. This is my tiara. I borrowed it from the safe. It's more tea than ara, I think. I'll be honest with you. So there we are. DINKY-DOO, I say to you. I'm fine. Tom, how's Belfast, says David. The boys are having a chat there. The old tiara. You spelt it tira, J. I think tiara is Tiara. I don't know. I tell you. Now, what have we got here? Love the tira. The tira, J. Good man. We love it. Guys, I'm needing more followers, please. And I'm needing followers on the TikTok. And I'm desperately needing subscribers on the YouTube channel. You're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Hi. Look, I'm a neighbour of yours, and I'd like to talk about a situation that makes me a bit uncomfortable.
Oh, I don't know if we want that just now. I think that's maybe one for the community website. But thank you very much for calling. That was very kind of you and very, very much appreciated. I say to you. So there we are. Wonderful. We like to look after the neighbours, but that sounded to me like more of a community call. What do you think, guys? I tell you. So there we are. We shall see. Now, what have we got here? But that was good. It was very nice of him to call. We take all these things very, very seriously indeed. I say to you. Very well spoken loon, as we'd say in Aberdeen. Trees on the line. All good, David. Love it. Oh, trees on the line. Now, I don't know if that's what it'll be, JD. It might be, it could be a flash strike or something, but Tom will tell us. He will level with us. My apologies. Spelling's not my strong point, but Jay, you never need to apologize. And you never need to apologize to me for anything. You're a top man. I knew what you meant. I was just saying for future reference, if you were maybe doing an essay and I was marking it, And I thought, oh, Tiara, come on, you can spell Tiara. There we are. And I'll see you, Tiara. That would be quite a nice thing if you said good night to people. Okay, Tiara. Tiara, see you tomorrow. I tell you, there we are. Everybody's coming and joining us. We love it. Fantastic. Now, there's lots of new videos. I want to know if you're enjoying the YouTube channel and you're enjoying the TikTok videos. So let's have a bit of feedback. Sorry I'm late. I get held up by a cyclist. They're taking over the road. Sandy the Jumbo. I put out a subject that cyclists should be off the road during rush hour. But this is tonight, you know, because they can hold the traffic up. And I'm not sure how healthy it is for them. And also, some of these bikes go very fast. I've you know, had to get stuck behind one and then they overtake you big style. Superb, Scotty, I'm watching the darts, but you're a better laugh. No, Chris, watch the darts. I mean, you know, I told my wife I was on the internet looking for cheap flights, and she got very excited. Now, she doesn't play darts, so I don't know what was going on. It's all punitive. Adrian, too much punitivity and not enough nativity. See what I just did there? That's great. Good evening from Derbyshire, Mr. McClue. This is Roy Michael. Really do enjoy your live stream, enjoyable content, and much respect to you, Roy Michael. Right back at you, Lala. I say to you, we love having you on from Derby. Much respect to you, I say to you, and Dinky-Doo. What we're talking about, Scotty, I'd love to know. Amelie, we're talking about everything tonight. We're talking about Christmas. I mean, McClue's all dressed for Christmas, for Crimble. But do I do a Christmas message? I don't want to clash with the king. That wouldn't be right. So do I go on before the king or after? What happened to Ireland's Got Talent? Are they still going? We had it on 5-star before the pandemic. Well, the pandemic clobbered our way of life, but we shall get it back. We shall get our traditions back, our language, our borders. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, Chris, this is always a big one, you know what I mean? A very big one. It's the sort of thing we should be discussing right now, the way the world is. The world's falling apart. Celtic lost 2 league games in a row for the first time in 11 years, Sandy. It's too much. Hail, hail. There we are. There we are. That was for Tom, Silly Mrs. David. It's a strike that caused no trains tomorrow. Ah, right, Lala. Yes, Tom's telling us there's a strike. Oh, the phone. You live with Scottish Phone in, who's that?
It's David.
David, how are you?
Oh, good son, how are you?
Oh, I'm absolutely gorgeous. What's happening?
Merry, good.
I'm very, very good. And what about yourself?
I'm good, son.
Do you remember that saying, Davy? People used to say, "Oh, this pudding's hell of a good."
Oh, I love lots of puddings, but I don't really like the what you call that cake again? The cake you get in Christmas.
Oh, Christmas pudding, the rich fruit.
I also.
No, that'll not suit your refined palate. You're better with a tin of steamed pudding and custard. Now you're talking.
I do like brandy. Do you know what I mean?
Angela's telling me to stay fabulous. Well, Brandy speaks very highly of you.
Oh.
Everybody does.
Oh, see that last guy who phoned you? He was going to say something about kinky, wasn't he?
He was up to, I'm a neighbour of yours and we've got a situation. Get naughty.
He's like, Scotty, please help me with Scotty. There's a situation.
I'll tell you what it is. They'll see that well-spoken chatting that he's a prankster, that you.
Of course.
Because I know all my neighbours know me very well, and I know them, and there's no situation at all. All this. When he goes like this, David goes, "Hi, I'm a neighbour of yours." I should have said, "What number do you stay at?" And then I would say, "No, you don't."
Scotty, you better watch him. Be stalking your car outside in the street, son.
He might be stalking my stockings. I tell you. So what's happening with you, Davey?
I'm all right, son. Just been my wee cat, and just chilling out, son, and joining his own house and doing his own thing,
Here's a guy here shouting, Scotty, sing us the sash. Why?
Oh, you can't do that.
You can't. No. I'll tell you what I might give him. I might give him the Fields of Athenry on the squeeze box.
Aye, oh, that'd be amazing.
That's a lovely wee tune, that, and it brings tears to my eyes. So there you go.
Earlier on, you were speaking about, it was Edinburgh. See, Edinburgh, I'm going to say something about Edinburgh, right?
Yes.
Edinburgh, to me, is not a part of Scotland. Edinburgh's beautiful. To me, it's abroad.
Well, it is abroad, and there's a few broads in it. And I think that Edinburgh is known as the Athens of the North.
It's beautiful.
It's a wee bit detached in the way that London isn't really England. London's London, do you know what I'm saying?
Aye.
Here, what about this one, Davey? Chris, on holiday, bro, and watching from the Dominican Republic.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. What time is it in the Dominican Republic?
Well, I don't know. It's 9:38 here.
That's right. I think it's at 2 hours.
Well, I don't know. It's a long time since I've been in the Dominican Republic. I eat never.
Aye, there you go, son.
I tell you.
But is it hot there at this time?
Well, I would think it would be quite toasty. I think it'll be a bit warmer than Glasgow.
Aye, man.
Because it was a chilly one the night. I had to come in quick the night. You know that? You know when you're going to the house and you kind of a wee wander about and I look at this and that. I thought tonight, no, get in that house.
Oh, well, I had a chap at my door. I had a wee siesta in bed, and then I heard a bang at the door. It was a delivery man. He said, Are you Rhonda?
Oh, I see what you mean, a siesta. I was wondering when you said you had a wee siesta in bed. I thought, who was that?
Did that in Spain during the wee siesta?
You do? Well, you see, I think we should have that. You have a wee 40 winks, you know?
You've got to. I was up early this morning, busy.
Busy. No, I'll tell you, work too hard.
Well, I work really hard.
You do. You work really hard. I think you work too hard for a youngster.
Well, but I don't really like. I'm a weirdo. I don't really like the sun. I like the winter times.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. See, I can't lie on a beach in case Greenpeace turn up and try and put me back in the water.
I've been in many beaches abroad, but it's too hot.
Do you know what I found out? See if you find a whale washed up on a beach, it's the property of the king.
Is it? No, it's no.
It is, apparently. Apparently it's the property of the king.
But the king didn't meet the whales.
No, but I don't know if you gave him the whale, if you might start blubbering. I don't know. A cheerful Jonah. Jonah the whale.
These poor whales that end up now, you see them when they die.
But do you know what I'm wondering, Davey? I might be wrong about this. I'm wondering if all the radiation we do nowadays and mobile phone masts, and I wonder if it interferes with their radar.
Well, that G5 carry on.
This is what you don't know.
Right. Do you believe about G5, but it's to people's health?
You don't know, you see, because we haven't measured it. I mean, I know mobile phones, great fun and everything, but you think to yourself, but hold on a minute, these are radio transmitters. People put them in their pocket. What have you got in your pocket? Your heart. And your heart runs on electricity.
Well, do you know what? It's funny because do you know I've got a wee funny ticker anyway.
You told me you had a dicky ticker.
That's right. So sometimes when I'm out, I put my phone in my inside my jacket on my left hand side, and you know what? The truth. You are telling the whole truth.
Is that right? Well, I'll tell you another thing. You know, you have a phone at your ear. If you're doing all the chat, you've got a phone up at your ear. Now, that's you got a radio transmitter half an inch from your brain. And your brain runs on electricity.
This is so phones are quite dangerous. We could die.
Well, we don't know. We could. I mean, you know, I could be away before my 100th birthday.
I've got electricity. I was out during the week in a bus, and I was getting chest pains. I was, and I was getting electricity running from my right hand side of my chest to the left hand side. And it's strange. I don't know if you just said this. A phone in the pocket. I'm not going to do that anymore.
No, just in case, because it's pulsing signals all the time. You know.
Oh, aye.
All that stuff.
It's also even with a company. I can't even mention the company. I'm not allowed to mention the company.
Don't mention the company for heaven's sake.
It's a lovely big shop, right? The trolleys on the floor give you electric shocks.
Oh my goodness me! Now, Davey, see a minute here. Scotty, it's 28 degrees live here. No whales till mid-January.
Oh my God, to mid-January.
Yes.
Who is he? Who?
This is I think this is the gentleman in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, right, thank you for that, gentleman.
So isn't this wonderful? So they're telling me to stay. Oh, here's the time. Scotty, it's 5:38, so that'll be 5:43 now, and 28 degrees, says Chris. So in the Dominican Republic, it's just 20 to, well, coming up quarter to 6.
God's sake, it's tea time.
Tea time, so we'll have our tea. I think we'll have our tea. I think I might have another tea and say, this is for the Dominican Republic.
I mean, Scotch pie, that, you know.
I mean, Scotch pie. You love it. Do you remember, Davey? I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do, some of the bakers, no names, no pack drill, used to do a Scotch pie with beans.
Yeah,
do you remember that? And do you remember they did one with piped potato on the top?
Yeah, Scotty, I'm always, I look for a good bridie.
Yes, a bridie, a forfeit bridie.
Oh, there's a wee food shop in my area, Drumchapel.
Lovely.
And these bridies, they're big and they've got lovely onions in it. Oh, lovely onions and everything.
Stop. Lovely.
I got a bridie the other day from Parkhead.
Yes.
From that wee old-fashioned bakers.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Yes. It's lovely.
The bridies are the same.
No, they're not. Well, they used to be absolutely huge. Do you like a Cornish pasty?
Oh, I eat them all the time, Scotty.
Aye, there you are. You see, I thought this is a Cornish pasty, man. And they were for the miners. The tin miners had them because they had vegetables in them.
That's right, vegetables, wee bits of carrots and so
That's
on.
it.
And then in the middle of it, you know, it's wee curly bit. So I get a knife and cut it down. I put the sauce inside it. Mm.
Stop. And of course, you've got the crimping along the top of the pasty. Very nice.
I mean, I can't mention any companies again, but there's a lot of good companies.
Well, Davey, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you because you're getting it. You're getting it. And you can stay on. It's the problem we've got. We don't want to mention the companies and we don't want to slag anybody off. You know what I mean?
No, of course.
And apart from that, we are on a winner. Have you seen, now, you're on the YouTube. Have you seen some of the audiences for the latest videos?
Well, I'll tell you something about you on TikTok. Right, there's a guy on TikTok, as you know.
Yes.
The guy's rare with you. He's going, this guy is the biggest thing ever. You.
Me? Oh, wow.
Scotty, you need to go back to this. Put in this guy like Scotty. He's got your picture. He's in front of you speaking about you with his finger.
Oh, my goodness. Isn't that lovely?
Scotty, I thought you had it.
No, I'll have a look. I tell you. There's Batman says, I love your jumper.
Oh, I love your tiara.
Oh, listen to this. Listen to Johnny Sash. Put a plant beside your Wi-Fi box and it will die.
All right.
Oh, that's interesting. Because if we lose our
Right.
plants, we've had it. Electrical magnetic pulsions.
Then you got electrical, that guy is correct as well then.
Yes, there you are. There we are.
Wow, this is coming true, by the way.
Change is coming, Scotty. It's nice on the doors, canvassing. Sandy the Jambo is canvassing.
Yeah, well, we need a change anyway.
I'll tell you what I did say, though. I mean, no names for petrol, but I saw a top Labour guy today slagging off the SNP and saying what a mess it was in, right? I'll tell you this. I thought they're slagging off the SNP who've been in government for 12 years, and they've been in the wilderness. You see? You know, they're too busy slagging. I would like to change the whole thing. And if I was, say I was in an independent party, and I would like to stand up instead of going, see that halfway opposite me, I would say, if I can say to my dear, dear friend, who is a little bit misguided, I would change the mood so there wasn't that slagging.
Yeah, you know.
Tit for tat.
I didn't used to be this political, but I learned a lot over the past 3 years.
And listen, Davey, without putting too fine a point on it, McClue's taught a lot of people things.
Oh, you get the McClue.
I'll teach these people on here. I'll tell you how that works.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, my goodness. Right, Susan says Scotch pie and beans and a slice of bread.
Also a rolling pie.
Well, I was a roll and a pie, yes.
It's lush,
And what about a roll with lawn sausage and black pudding and an egg on the one roll?
Yeah, well, another one, you get your sausage, your fried egg, and cheese.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. And tell me, are you a brown sauce or a tomato?
Oh, so I'm into the ketchup's been out for years, like the ketchup thing.
So it's going to have to catch up with the brown, if you see what I mean.
But the best sauce in Glasgow all around is a Gold Star sauce.
Lovely. Right, you've done an advert now. But yes, I know what you mean. Chip shop sauce, lovely. And do you ever treat yourself to a wee pickled egg?
Oh, I love eggs.
Yes.
They're good.
A wee pickled egg, Davey. Very nice.
Also like a pickled onion.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Couple of pickled. And do you remember some chippies? You're in. I said, what can I get you? Sausage supper. And there was none of this tight stuff. And they used to put two sausages. They put two in it, you know.
I get two all the time with my company.
And then another one, I've got a lovely chippy near me, and when you go in, you say, excuse me, could I have a fish supper? And they go, 1 or 2 pieces.
Oh, I always get 2.
2 bits of fish, lovely.
And Lily gets in a bit of fish, but no the batter.
No, too much batter. No, that's it. I remember saying, you've got to watch, you don't offend. I can remember the cook in one of the workplaces, and she says to me, Is it fish and chips for you, Scotty? I says, yes. I said, but I'm not sure if I can cope with the heavy batter. Well, her face changed, and she goes, our batter's no heavy. I said, all right, okay. So keep your hair on, you know.
2 fishes always batter each other anyway. Do you know what I mean, son?
That's right. 2 fish got battered, and the chips got assaulted. There was a fight in the bus. To Drumchapel, and 2 tickets got punched.
Mad drummy, I call it.
I love that. I love the one. Do you get this one, Davey? Double-decker bus pulls up, right? Glasgow driver, I gets on. I says, are you going into the tune? He went, aye. Downstairs only, though. I says, why, where's your top bit going?
I used to be a double-decker back in the day.
The double-decker. Do you know, mind they used to say that inside only, meaning downstairs. You say, I'll just go up the stairs. No, if you can just go inside, thanks.
Oh, it's confused. I mean, sweeties back. I better go soon.
Well, you better go. What are you playing at? We'll need to go. But listen, Davey, wait till I tell you this one. A boy told me this was when I was wee, and he told me that a Saturday night on a Glasgow Corpy bus, Glasgow Corpy bus, everybody, the pubs had just emptied. Everybody was upstairs smoking plain cigarettes. The conductor, the conductor came up. It was bucketing rain in the winter. Every window was steamed up. They couldn't see. The top deck was full. The conductor came up to get the fares, right? The clippy came up to get the fares, took one look at the whole scene and just went back to it again.
I mean, it was like pure fog up the stairs.
He just shook his head and went back down the stairs again. He thought, forget it. I'm not going to run there going, that'll be 4OD. 4OD, remember all that? 3 halfpence. I can go back, Davey, when it was pre-decimalisation, and you got the bus for tuppence, 2OD, which was like 1p.
That's amazing.
You got wait, you haven't heard the best bit. You could also get off a stop earlier for 3 halfpence, a penny, halfpenny, and buy yourself a halfpenny chew. Telling you. This is why when you go into a shop now and you say, could I get a wee bit shopping? And they go, hey, that's £13.80. And you think, what? That's a mortgage. £13.80. I've only got myself a loaf and some milk.
This is a great night. By the way, we need to stay on tonight. Here we go again.
I know. Listen, the other night, do you know how many people watched the other night? We were almost 10,000. Serious. You know when you get these half-wits on, they go, I see there's only 40 folk looking at 10,000. And then it goes up during the week.
You know what I mean? We've got you, son.
I tell you, that's why I do it, because I know folk are loving it. Once the folk say to me, can he stand you, Scotty? That's the day I go, okay, no bother.
I know it's right. I just go, do one stupid.
What about this one, Davey? JD says some folk deep fry their Brussels sprouts.
Well, it's I seen a programme this morning. The guy was he was frying it in a frying pan. He was putting seasoning in it, and it looked beautiful. Actually, it's true.
Wasn't that lovely? Now, here's the wonderful Murray, who's just been so kind to me. The log shed is Stappet Foo. Last day at work tomorrow. Present wrapping starts. Lots of fun planned with friends and family. Eating and drinking over the holiday. He's a lovely man. He's so kind to me. Spoiled me.
So is he a businessman?
I don't know. He does. Well, I think he's an entrepreneur. But I know that he's been very kind. When I had nothing and we were starting off, all these pennies helped with wee adverts and things.
See, when I see his black tie, I can see he looks like that actor from Emmerdale Farm.
Oh, he's very smart. Talking about Emmerdale Farm. Eric,
Eric's not well.
Eric's not well.
Anyway,
but I'll tell you who sadly passed away. Zach.
Yes, Dingle.
Lovely man, Zach Dingle, Steve Helliwell.
He died last week.
And he was great. I loved Zach. I thought he was great. That's it. Our bell, all that. Jeez.
Brilliant.
Right, Davey, we better go or I'll get sacked. I'll have to sack myself.
You're encouraging me, right?
I'm sorry about that. Dinky-Doo. Love you. That's your Davey. Good call, though, I say to you. Good for Murray, the log shed Stappet Foo, and is the who stood out the door. And you stood out the door and Stappet Foo, Murray. There we go, Dinky-Doo. Tom on here. Guys, what a night tonight's been. It's lovely. Do you know we've been up for 50 minutes? Stop! But we'll have a bit of chat over the festive. I tell you. It was You're live with Scottish phone in. Who's that? Nobody. Mr. Nobody. There we are. He's away. My tie in that photo is navy blue with wee flying ducks. Ah, Murray, you're a countryman. The flying ducks. If you see, I popped a video up last week, Murray, with the pheasants in it. So there you are. A piece of silk with pheasants. Have you ever eaten a pheasant? It's a very, very good. I can remember a lady. I love pheasants. I used to clap when they made it to the trees. When there was a shoot. Who's this? You're live on Scottish phone in. Who's that?
Dinky-DOO, Tom here.
Tom, how are you?
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
good lad, and yourself?
Was that yourself
I can
calling
hear you.
there? And you can hear me. How lovely to have you with us.
Oh, yeah, and yourself?
Oh,
you
remarkable, Tom. Lovely. That was a great call from Davey.
Yeah, it sure was.
He's some man.
talking
He's some
about-
man. He's a very, very clever man. He's like yourself, Tom. Very clever, but there's no side
Yeah.
to him, you know. Just like yourself.
You were
Lovely.
talking about scrum there, you and Davey.
Yes.
Speaking of scrum, what sort of scrum did you have tonight yourself?
Oh, tonight. Now, what did I have tonight? Let me just tell you what I did have tonight. It was what we call lawn sausage and the fried egg.
Oh, lovely.
Yes,
what
and I'll
sort of
tell
sausage?
you what I had. Lawn. L-O-R-N-E. It's a Scottish flat slice.
Oh, lovely.
So do you have it? Do you have it, Belfast? The square sausage?
Yeah, I've seen that about. Like, I haven't tried it, but
Well, I'll tell you what you've got in Belfast. You've got double yokers and double porkers and soda bread.
oh, yep, surely.
Because there's a lovely girl called Tina used to, I mean, this is 30 years ago now. Tina used to phone me on the radio, and she was as Belfast as they come. And she is, Scotty, it's Tina. And we'd discuss the Ulster fry.
Lovely.
An Ulster fry. So do you have an Ulster fry?
Ulster fry, lad.
An Ulster. So what's in it,
surely.
Tom?
Well, for me, a wee bit of black pudding.
Black
wee bit of
pudding.
beans,
Lovely.
wee bit of poached egg, bit of bacon, bit of soda bread.
Poached
potato bread,
eggs. So
and
you
then
poach
hash
your
brown.
eggs, Tom?
I poach my eggs. A lot of people, most of the people fry them, but I
Right.
poach them.
No, I think you've put me in mind of a poached egg. Murray O'Donnell's saying an Ulster fry here. Murray remembers the Ulster fry.
Scotty, tell me this. Do you ever get scam phone calls?
Scam phone calls? Not nowadays, no. No, I don't get anything nowadays. And any messages, like I got a message tonight, and it was clearly a scam. It was saying you can, catch up with HMRC and all that. And my HMRC's all caught up with, So I thought, we scam there, But I've been watching videos of scammers getting scammed.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, is it Northern Irish guy?
No, this is an American guy. And he scammed this scammer. And when the scammer got scammed, the language was terrible.
I don't know if I can tell you over the YouTube, but there's a very well-known Northern Irish guy.
Right.
Very good watch on YouTube.
I shall have a look at that, Tom. That is fantastic. I tell you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, I got a phone call last week there, and it was somebody impersonating a very well-known telephone company. And I just hung up, and that was the end of it. But you see, last night, I got a phone call about 6 o'clock last night, and it looked like a friend's number, but I noticed the last couple of numbers were different. So I answered it, and I said, hello. And your man started calling me all the names of the day. And he's like, I have your family hostage.
Oh, that
nonsense.
Yeah, all that rubbish.
And I had no clue who he was, I thought it was one of somebody trying to take a joke out of me,
Somebody having a laugh at first, and all. Yeah, but you wouldn't say that even for a laugh. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
A pal would never come out with that sort of chat,
Yeah, and anyway, they wouldn't be your pal anyway.
I mean, I remember a pal had taken over as a bank manager, And he'd said to me, he said, see if you're ever down this way, Scotty, give us a ring and we'll go out for a pint. So I rang and got put through to him at the bank, and he said, can I help you, sir? I said, yes, I just wondered, do you lend up to or even over £1 million? This is 40 years ago, right? And he goes, do we lend over $1 million, sir? He said, in what respect are you talking? And I said, well, mainly taking a pal for a drink. And he goes, oh, is it you half-wit? And he said to me, are you down in the area? I said, yes. He said, would you like a refreshment?
And a wee refreshment.
And that was it. You know what I mean? Lovely, lovely chat.
All trains cancelled tomorrow, and buses cancelled tomorrow because of the strikes, you know?
Of course, crazy stuff. That.
Of course, it's an awful method.
Crazy,
I was talking to a friend of mine there, and he said that his company is just allowing them to work from home. You know,
yes.
Instead of having the hassle of having to drive.
No, I think that's the best plan for it. I really do. And I think that, I mean, I would never want to be a strike breaker in that the poor old people that are needing to get decent money. But I think there should be some sort of other arrangement made.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, sure. And they couldn't do a strike on like a Monday or a Tuesday. They had to do it on a Friday or a Saturday, you know, where it's at its busiest. And, you know, a lot of businesses lost from that.
And I'll tell you what you get now, Tom. You see, when I was wee, if you were a senior manager, you'd probably come originally from the shop floor. So you knew every aspect of the business. So in other words, the management sometimes when there was a strike used to run things.
Right.
You see, so your chief general manager of a bus company should be able to drive a bus, you know. But it's all changed now. They're going, oh, no, he's an accountant. He doesn't know anything about buses, you know, that kind of thing.
Funny, I was in Great Victoria Street train station there last week. I actually saw the CEO of Translink walk through it. You know, with CEO.
Yeah, don't be saying the companies. Don't be saying the companies.
No.
But
well, it's just a public transport, you know, general system. You know, it's
absolutely, yes. But we're not.
I know in Scotland you have. In Scotland, you have a variety of them, don't you?
Oh yes, absolutely. Tom, I'm going to have to go because we're out of time. How lovely to hear you.
Oh, no bother, Scotty.
And you'll stay fabulous. And DINKY-DOO.
I will do.
Yes, and love to the family. Love to Patricia.
Oh yeah, I'll tell her you're asking.
Tell her I'm asking for it. DINKY-DOO.
Yeah.
That's our Tom. DINKY-DOO. Great guy. Right, good call as well. We're going to have to go. David says, Mario O'Donnell, you're such a gentleman. You look like Eric from Emmerdale. So there, I think Mario's quite a bit younger than Eric, but he's a fabulous actor. Guys, we're going to have to go. I love you all so much. Thank you for joining us tonight for the pop-up. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Look at all the videos. Pass them on to your mates. Lots of sharing. And on the TikTok, of course, get following as soon as you can. And a big DINKY-DOO to every single one of you. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Bye-bye. There we go. Fantastic. See you all soon. Bye-bye. There we go. Our wonderful, wonderful TikTokers. How lovely to be with them. And our YouTubers. What can I say except thank you and stay fabulous. And I'll see you all again soon. Take great care of your dear selves. This is Scottie McClue saying to every single one of you, DINKY-DOO. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Bye-bye. One more chance. Here we go. Bye-bye.